Alright guys, we're back on the Honor Call of the Wild. We're out here on Revontuli Coast to continue our quest for all the rares we still haven't gotten, and also for all the diamonds we're yet to get with the Recurve, because one of my goals before the new Emerald comes out is to get at least a few of those remaining rares and ideally complete my Recurve diamond collection. And to make that possible, we need to focus on certain species like the grouses and the mountain hare, which are animals that I tend to not hunt too often. So since I still need to get like most of their respective rares as well as their diamond versions with the Recurve, I gotta focus on hunting them a lot more from now on. And what a better place to do so than here on multiplayer. On this occasion we're doing some server hopping, and actually, I just stumbled on the track of a potential level 3 hazel grouse. He may be a diamond. And certainly if he's a level 3, I'll do my best to drop him with the Recurve. Now, one of the bad things about the hazel grouse is that it's very common for them to stop leaving tracks entirely. Like, it happens a lot that once they take off, they stop leaving any kind of trail for some reason, which of course overcomplicates the chase, making it really hard to find them and potentially even losing the trophy if you are on multiplayer like on this case. I mean, if it happens on single player, then maybe it's not that of an issue because you can easily reset the time or just go back to the main menu and go back to a zone, but on multiplayer it's more complicated because none of that is possible, and if you lose the trail, then you may lose the trophy forever. So hopefully none of that happens this time and we can easily find this guy. Oh look. There are two grouses over there, and that one should be the big one. Yeah, up to 432, he's definitely the max estimate. Unfortunately, he's just a level 2, and now he's going out of range, but still I'ma try. But apparently, the chase will have to continue because we didn't hit him. Alright, warning call. He may start flying towards us at any moment. And here it comes. His estimate was not massive, it was below the diamond requirement, so it doesn't have any chance to be a level 2 diamond, but still could be huge. And in fact, he is pretty decent size, 426.6, he's actually bigger than my last two max estimates, and he has what is one of my favorite plumages for the hazel grouse, one of my favorite common plumages, which is the grey. So even though this guy is not a diamond, we cannot complain about it because the big grouses like this one are not that common, and it's actually always fun to track these max estimates since you never know what is around the corner. Alright guys, we're on a different server now, and on this occasion I came across the track of what could be a potential diamond rock ptarmigan. He's a max estimate, so the chance of it being a level 3 is relatively high. I mean, it could be a big level 2 or a level 3, and since the rock ptarmigan is one of the species I need to get with the Recurve, one of the diamond species, if this guy is actually a diamond potential, I'll definitely try to hit him with the Recurve, even though it's gonna be really hard. You know, the ptarmigans is one of the species that must be shot in the air to give you full score, so if we really wanna get one with the Recurve, we must shoot it while he's airborne, and that's gonna be really complicated because of course hitting a bird while he's flying with a bow is quite hard to say the least. Now, talking about what I think is the best strategy to chase a ptarmigan, first of all, you gotta keep in mind that the ptarmigans are one of the most scary upland birds in the entire game. You know, once they hear you, they will usually take off in just a matter of seconds, and normally way before you can get in range to use the shotgun, which essentially means that whenever you are tracking a ptarmigan, if you just keep running behind it, the only thing that will happen is that it will keep flushing way before you can get close enough. So in order to avoid getting into that vicious circle and speed up the process as much as possible, the best thing you can do is to just walk behind it. Like literally as simple as that. Just be patient and avoid running. You have probably heard me say this in other videos, probably while tracking pheasants, because the strategy to chase pretty much all the upland birds is actually the same. Alright, he's got a zone right there. And I think I just heard them. Right there. Well, no, that is a black grouse, not too big. So this ptarmigan was definitely here not too long ago, but it seems he's not in the zone anymore, which is very unfortunate because we've been tracking it for more than a kilometer and this seemed to be a good place to finally get him. Although, He didn't leave the area at all because that level 2 right there is the max estimate. Up to 723. Certainly being a level 2, the odds are not great, but it's still possible. And now let's see how big is this big level 2 rock ptarmigan. I've actually seen a few level 2 diamonds posted, some of them quite recently, so I wouldn't be surprised if this guy is big enough. Let's see. 682.92. Clearly not a huge level 2, he's a medium-sized gold, but I'm honestly not exactly disappointed because considering that we didn't get him using the Recurve, just imagine if it was a diamond. You know, it would have felt like a wasted opportunity. Another big track. We are currently on the same server where we found the big rock ptarmigan, and now we have the track of a potential level 9 lynx. I'm definitely gonna do my best to find it because it's been almost a year since I got my last diamond lynx. I got him with the Recurve, and since the lynx is one of the rarest max levels on Revontuli Coast, it's always special when you find a big one. So hopefully this track will lead us to a legendary. Okay, there's a bear coming in, a female, and I think I saw this lynx over there. He's a mythical with a top estimate of 27. It's not really a surprise because a huge percentage of the max estimates are either level 8s or level 7s, so the odds were certainly not in our favor this time, but it would have been amazing to get a legendary here. I don't know exactly how many max estimate lynxes I found since I got my last diamond, but probably around 20 sounds about right. So anyway, I'ma drop this guy using the 243 combo. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Another mythical lynx. We are definitely gonna go for it as well, just after I drop this one. Should be a single long, he's going down. So let's claim it, and then we'll go for the other mythical, 27.18, he's a huge level 8. I would certainly be really surprised if the other mythical is as big as this one, but we gotta kill it as well. You know, he may be massive, and in fact the mythical lynxes can get really close to diamond and maybe even make it. And there he is again. He's slightly closer than the last one, so we're gonna 0 for 50. And let's go for it. He will go down, that was also a single long. I don't expect to see a huge score, but as long as there is a chance for him to be bigger than the last one, I think there are reasons to be optimistic. Although, a 26.46 score is far from being impressive. He is nowhere near to be as heavy as the last one, and consequently he is far from being as big. Now this one right here is a very intriguing track. It's the track of another max estimate hazel grouse, and you know how much I've been trying to get a level 3 in the last week, so finding this kind of big tracks is always motivating. He's also a grey, just as the last one, which as I said is my favorite plumage for this species, and now it's just a matter of time to know exactly how big is this guy. Oh, I heard a flutter. Right there. Level 2, up to 426. And it seems we hear him. Yeah, we definitely did hear some good blood. And as you can see, there's the body. So I'ma claim it, even though we know he won't be diamond. 425.37, he actually scored near the top of the estimate, and I'm starting to feel like we're close to get another diamond of these guys because the fact we're finding so many max estimates is a good sign. You know, we are probably gonna find a few more in the upcoming days, and one of them will be perhaps a level 3. Alright guys, I spotted a level 3 black grouse like 5 minutes ago, and I think we're close because that level 2, as far as I remember, was with the level 3 the first time I saw it. I mean, I don't recall the exact estimate of that level 2, but it kinda looks similar to this one. We will have to pay attention to any sound, and in fact I hear one coming in. That's him! No way, I got tempted with the recurve. That's it! We got him! Yes! We just hit a flying potential diamond black grouse with a recurve, which is absolutely fantastic because the diamond black grouse was one of the trophies I needed to get with the recurve, and the fact we got him in the air is just amazing. We actually got a Copper Caily on a similar fashion the other day, but the black grouse is, I feel, a more special trophy. I honestly cannot believe it. I mean, if we missed that shot, it would have been really hard to get another chance as good as that one. Especially being on multiplayer, I don't think I would have risked a second shot, since on multiplayer, the more time you spend tracking a trophy, the higher the chance you lose them forever. So in the case we missed that first attempt, I would have definitely shot it with a shotgun as soon as I saw it again. 121.54 diamond. He's our first diamond black grouse with a recurve bow. That's amazing. Almost 40 meters out, and we managed to hit him.